Guys, Miss Bowler here. Today I wanted to talk to you about time management. I have a couple tips for you to help you get started as a coach with your time management. Even if you've been a coach for a while, it's super easy to get off track and to begin scrolling the news feed and not really sure what's considered work and what's considered playtime when it comes to this business, because it is a really fun business to build and to work. So one thing that I've always found that helps me was actually keeping a schedule for my business. Because life happens, we're full-time, moms, dads, we have another job, we're students, whatever it is that you have going on in your life right now, things get busy and stuff happens, and it's really easy for coaching to take a back burner in your life and for it to become one of those things that is just there, not the opportunity that it could really be for you in your life. So if you're really serious about seeing a return in this business, consistency is key. So setting up your business hours is our first tip that I want to talk to you about. Actually, you want to do this maybe on a Sunday and looking at the week ahead and looking at your schedule and thinking, okay, where can I fit in an hour a day? We're going to call that a power hour. And the power hour, I'll break down for you here in a minute real quick, but it's focused time on the business. Time that no one's going to be distracting you. It's your time. Now, sometimes, if you have a really busy life already, but you want to get the most out of this opportunity, there's going to be some sacrifice here. You might have to get up a little bit earlier, stay up a little bit later. But when you look at your week ahead and decide where you're going to place your power hour, it really helps you stick to the business. So it might not be the same time every day. It might be a different time, on Monday than it is Thursday. It might be evenings. It might be mornings for you sometimes. If mornings is better, then you could do your power hour every morning. If evenings are better, you can schedule your power hour every evening. My second tip is organizing how you're going to track your business. A lot of coaches sit down and just start typing away on Facebook and they don't track who they're talking to, or they don't make notes anywhere of who they connected with already. So every time they sit down to work, it's almost like starting over, or they ask themselves, what should I be doing? So in the files section of this group, you're going to find a business activity tracker. This is an amazing tool to get you started on what you should be doing to grow the business. The things on this tracker are the vital behaviors of building a consistent business. All you have to do is check the things off on that page every day, and at the end of the day or at the end of your power hour, you've done what you needed to do. So I also personally use Google Drive. I track all my contacts in there. I post up tracking systems for my challenge groups, and I really love the versatility of it. You can access it anywhere, and it's just set up like Word, but it's Google. So if you're familiar with Microsoft Word, Google is very similar to this that you could use as a tracking system. You always want to be working off of that list. So if you don't have a list, it becomes tedious when you sit down, and you might have people fall through the cracks because you forgot that you messaged them or that you even talked to them. So when you're tracking, you could use a binder, a notebook, Google document, and an Excel sheet, and just type in there at the top your contact, the date, and something that you spoke about with them. So when you open it up the next day, you can see who you spoke to the day before, what you talked to them about, and who you need to follow up with. I also recommend, working a Monday through Thursday type week. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be really light times on Facebook. A lot of the times people are on Facebook then for the entertainment value of it. They're looking up some recipes, or they're just scrolling the news feed, catching up with their friends, and it's usually a lighter time on the weekends. Monday through Thursday is a perfect time to schedule your power hour. So if you find that working on the weekends just isn't for you, that's perfectly fine. Keep Friday, Saturday, and Sunday really light on Facebook, and maybe use that time. If you have the extra hour or so on those days, you can use that time to maybe write up some posts that you want to use throughout the week. You can make a collage of a couple pictures, plan out what your next week is going to look like so you're already ready when you sit down for your next week and you already have some posts and some content already scheduled for yourself. Now you could use the Facebook scheduler to put these scheduled posts up on your Facebook timeline. You could also use an app called Buffer, where if you pre-write your posts, you could go ahead and copy them into Buffer and it would post for you automatically. I like to do a couple of these for the next week in advance. So normally during busy hours for me where I know I'm not going to be at the computer, you can actually schedule your posts for the next week. So the weekends is a good time to collect and reflect on some really good things that you want to post about the week ahead. And my third tip is to use your power hour wisely. The power hour is there for you to keep a focused amount of time on the business every day and focused on the 3 vital behaviors. So your first 20 minutes, we want to focus on connecting and building the relationships with the people that you have on your Facebook page. That means picking out a couple people, checking out their timeline, commenting, posting, sending them messages, and just commenting on their posts. You know, re-engaging with people and getting to know them a little bit more. You want to spend your first 20 minutes re-engaging and connecting with people on your Facebook and building those relationships. Your second 20 minutes is when you want to actually focus on checking in your groups, checking in on your challenge groups, your clean eating groups, a group like this, your challenge, your training group. This is where you want to spend this next 20 minutes of time. If you have a free accountability group, this is where you want to post in there, comment, reply, and do any of that type of focused work. And then the next 20 minutes is where you want to focus on your personal development. This is one of the things that easily gets tossed under the rug because it's just reading a book or listening to audio. But I'm telling you, it will grow your business if you consistently do this one easy step. So for the last 20 minutes, you want to work on your personal development. You could watch a video from Success on Demand in your back office. You could read 10 pages of your personal development book that you've chosen for this month. And you also want to look at your to-do list once you close up your power hour and see what things that you've checked off and what things that you need to move to your list for the business hours in your next day. So just to recap here with you guys, number one, you want to set up your business hours, usually working on a Sunday. You want to pre-schedule your week ahead and find that hour of time each day that's going to help you. Focus on Monday through Thursday, building your business during those days, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, keeping it really light and posting up some really fun content, some fun things for people that they're going to want to share, they're going to want to engage with you about, and then returning back Monday through Thursday to getting those people, talking to them about challenge groups, joining your accountability group or clean eating groups. Remember, on the weekends, you can spend a little bit of time building content for your next week and save that information to post or schedule for your week ahead. And 3 is your power hour. This is where once you have your power hour scheduled and you know when you're going to be doing this, you sit down and you have 20, 20, 20. There's a really cool picture that I will post in this group so you can take a look at what you should be doing in those each 20-minute time spans, but it's mostly just the 3 vital behaviors. And also closing out your day with your to-do list and checking to make sure what you did on your list and what you may have to move on to your next day business hours. So again, all the tools that I mentioned in this video, your business activity tracker and your 20-20-20 power hour breakdown is going to be in the file section for you to check out. If you are having trouble finding that information, message me or your upline coach and we'll point you in the direction of both of those tools that will help you manage your time. All right, hopefully this was helpful for you and keep checking back. See you guys.